Okay, so your girl watches a lot of YouTube. I'm disabled, I sit around at home, don't have a whole lot to do, can't focus, YouTube. Um, and I am perhaps a little too deep in the whole landscape, but it seems to me like there's a very concerted attack on trans creators right now, and I'm really worried about it. Like, it just seems like I keep hearing stories about trans creators saying anything J.K. Rowling or Harry Potter adjacent, and then that account just becoming completely removed, doxed, killed, destroyed by harassment, targeted harassment campaigns. And I've heard multiple creators talking about this, and it really worries me how organized, how targeted it is. And it makes me wonder how much is going on behind the scenes on the anti-trans, the right-wing extreme, that we should know about but we don't. Because the fact of the matter is, it's not just about the trans creators who are being attacked, although obviously that's extremely concerning. But in a lot of ways, the way that the far right treats trans people is sort of a canary in the coal mine for their broader agenda and broader plans. And so even if you don't care about trans people, which I don't know why that would be the case, but even if you don't, this is something that may very well affect you if you are part of any sort of marginalized group that the right wing would love to subjugate. And that's a lot of people. Let's be honest. That's a lot of people. So I think that those of us who are thoughtful and are trans allies or trans people or marginalized people of any sort, we really need to be keeping an eye out on what's happening to these smaller creators who are being targeted, because silencing those people makes a bigger difference than you may realize. When I put out my video about asexuality, it really hit harder, I think, than almost anything else that I put out that time, because there's other things about being asexual, there's other things about being aromantic, not many, but there's very little out there about being asexual, because number one, it's a relatively new term. Concept isn't necessarily very broadly known. And it's kind of complicated, so it's kind of hard for people who aren't asexual to understand it. And so having somebody who was asexual who actually could explain it, and because a lot of it is about feelings, right? And so if you look at me and you see my face, you can understand better than a definition on a screen or a page is ever going to be able, or any string of words, because you can see feelings here, So, knowing that, from my own personal experience, these smaller creators are so important, and if they're getting chased off the platforms, then it's going to be even harder for people who need to hear what they have to say, for whatever reason, to find somebody who can say that. And so I just think that we have to keep our eyes on this. We have to be, if you see somebody, small creator, being targeted and harassed, signal boost that stuff so that people can come out and counteract or support. Because the fact of the matter is, once somebody becomes a target, I mean, look at Gamergate, for example. You know, once somebody becomes a target, and these people, these extremists, know their name, that doesn't end. You know, even if they forget for a little bit, they can remember. They can come back to it. And so those people are going to need support long term to counteract all the stupid stuff they're going to have to put up with. The wind is angry too. It's just, it's annoying and frustrating. And, you know, watch Jesse Gender, watch Council of Geeks, watch every trans creator you can think of, Philosophy Tube. If you have Nebula, the Princess out, and it's amazing. Anyway, so support trans creators, support small creators, and ace and aromantic and every kind of fat, disabled, 40-something female, whatever. Support us. We're not okay. Things are not going great for us, and we need you. So, and that's the thing. We need you, but we'll also give back to you. That's how it works. Because society is an awesome thing. It really is. And people are great. And people are awful. And so when people are being awful, it's up to us to step up and be great. Alright. Auntie's gonna stop lecturing at you for a while. This is so unflattering, this view of me. But you know what? This is me. This is me. And, you know, I gotta do what I can do. Alright. Come here, dog. Come here. Come here. She keeps trying to get me to throw it out. Say hi to the peoples. Say hi to the peoples. She is not used to being any sort of picked up, but she's just kind of too big for that. Anyway, we love you. Bye.